Hey everyone, this is going to be a very quick book review of this. My heroes have always been Junkies, which is apparently the first short novella. It's a graphic novel by who are these guys? Ed Brubaker and Phillips. These guys are fantastic. I was first introduced to their stuff about 3 years ago. A series of graphic short novels called Kill or Be Killed, which just gripped me. It was brilliant. They have a very direct writing style. There's no build up, there's no slow introductions. It's just bam, straight in. They introduce you to the characters, and it really works. And the artwork is good. I've always been a fan of good artwork, and I think art, there was a period in art where everything was about being hyper realistic, but I think art should convey a feeling. What you can do with the camera is capture things as they are, and as an artist, to be able to do that is a great skill. But with art, you can actually imbue a feeling into something by the way you paint it. And I guess Van Gogh was an expert at that with the Scream, and there are other artists who have been very good at that throughout time. But the artwork is good. The storytelling is fantastic. This story, like all of the stuff I've read from these guys, has excellent twists that you don't see coming. The characters are built up through recollections and memories and conversations that happen in the story. And if you're into, anything to do with complex characters, that makes sense. Often you'll see somebody behaving a certain way, and you think, why the hell did they behave like that? Why would they do that? And then you can usually relate it to something in their past, and that all comes up in here. It comes up in all of these guys' books. So it's a very quick review. It's about a woman who is in a rehab center, and the relationship between her and another guy at this rehab center for junkies, for drug addicts, whatever you want to call them. And they elope, they run away together, but just the twist at the end is brilliant. Of course, I'm not going to give it away. I will recommend you read this. It's a very quick read, probably less than an hour, and it's like watching a good film. It's so well written. Anything by these guys I can get my hands on, I'm going to read. And I was introduced to these guys by a friend of mine, so thanks for that, Ted. Look at on the back, Joe Hill. I've never actually read the back of this. I just read it because it was a present, and I'd already read some of their stuff and thought it was good. Like Scorsese and De Niro, Brubaker and Phillips are the unmatched masters of a certain kind of storytelling. I'd agree with that. A new title from the sharpshooters behind Fatale and Criminal is reason enough to go on living. It's a bit dramatic, but it really is good. I'd never read graphic novels before, like I said, and I'm glad I picked it up. You can say, oh man, they're expensive. I mean, this is £15 and it's an hour read. Yeah, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. And it is like watching a good film. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Anything by these guys. Even stuff I haven't read, I'm going to say, oh hell yeah, if you can get a hold of it, go read it. It's really, really good. So I'll read you the back. The first original graphic novel from the best-selling creators of Criminal, Kill or Be Killed, The Fade Out, and Fatal. Ellie has always had romantic ideas about drug addicts. Tragic souls drawn to needles and pills have been her obsession ever since the death of her junkie mother. But when Ellie lands in the upscale rehab clinic where nothing is what it seems, she'll find another, more dangerous kind of romance. It's brilliant. I really love music as well, and most of my memories have something to do with music. Most of my friendships revolved around listening to music together, at least at some point. And she talks about the music in here and goes back onto songs she used to listen to and how they evoke memories. And just read it. I told you it'd be a short review. 10 out of 10. Read it. It's very, very good. And it might introduce you to a new genre like it did to me, which is always something that's welcome. There you go.